What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, this time with episode 7, I think. No football again today for me, so another early upload, which is quite annoying to be honest with you. It's nice for my videos, but my fitness is kind of dwindling a little bit, so I definitely need to go for like a run or something after this. But yeah, last episode was predictable. I'm assuming today's episode is going to be predictable. Yeah, you've seen this 100 times. Threat comes in with the promise of some rivalry and love. This dude, very jealous and like an absolute baby last episode, but understandable. I've done the same. Yeah, like I said, just a bit predictable, unfortunately. I'm kind of just hoping we get this arc kind of over and done with, especially because we had a very similar thing covered in the show I watched literally straight after this. You and I are polar opposites. We had almost a very similar premise, and it just managed to achieve what this is going for so much better in a quarter of the time. So it's just a shame that this airs when it does. That's nice, yeah. But yeah, it's like even the friends aren't really fleshed out whatsoever, are they? See, do you want that to be the case? I mean, yes, a bit more attention, but the attention is not paid on you. I don't know if I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather the girls not pay attention. Um, then yeah, then to just be ignored. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, I guess you're getting ignored either way, but in this case, you're getting ignored right in front of your face. You can't feelings, bro. That's such bro talk right there. Dude, bro talk right there. You can't catch feelings for a hoe. Yeah, that's something I kind of I don't know. That I mean, I think everybody's had that risky text thing, haven't they? Probably spoke about this before, but I've just kind of learned to just do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near like a super outgoing person or anything. I used to be more outgoing and stuff, but that was when I was an idiot and didn't really care what other people thought, which was both a good thing and a bad thing. But even as I am now, I just kind of like, you know what, fuck it. I mean, press send. I don't have to look at the response initially. Um, and it's usually making a much bigger thing of it than it is. Like reverse, like yeah, look at things from a different perspective. If you were to get the text you were about to send, how would you feel? How would you respond? You'd probably feel quite anxious, so there's no need for you to feel anxious being the one sending it, if that makes sense. I used to be. I can't lie. I used to message hundreds of girls on BBM. It was back in my day at school. As a BlackBerry phones were like a big thing for a couple of years, and you'd just be able to. Everyone had like a code, and I'd get like loads of codes. I had like hundreds of girls I'd speak to. I probably met probably less than 1% of all the girls I like messaged. Um, And yeah, again, I guess that I just didn't have any issue kind of sending this stuff because it was online. It felt easier, and that was a positive in terms of connecting with so many people, but probably a bigger negative because would I have actually shot those shots with those women in real life? Absolutely not. I look back on it and it was extremely cringe. But yeah, I respect my old self in some ways, but in others, yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't know about that actually. I think it's actually getting pretty obvious that you're showing your emotions more the further you get into it. Again, you need to take yourself out of the situation a little bit. Like look at it from an outsider's perspective. It feels like you had an argument and you got mad, but when you look at it from our perspective, it's like well, that's just how much he's affected. It would be much worse if you felt nothing. That's a good thing, no? Really? Really? I don't know, I'd be kind of happy that someone would be proud of me like this. You know what I'm saying? Someone would like show me off. I mean, I guess you don't want like too much is always like bad. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. And the way she was talking about him is a bit cringe, but eh, like an accessory, like the in season accessory or something. I mean, like it's hard to relate to this. As I just said, I've tried hundreds of girls when I was like a teenager and stuff, and at again less than a 1% success rate. Probably much less than a 1% success rate. Actually, to be honest with you, but I give myself some leeway. It's kind of like one of those things. Yeah. It's like when you say you got over like they tell you put like your CV when you got like like a certain amount of things and you put like oh I've got like my YouTube subscribers I've got over 5,000. I've got just over 5,000 like in that kind of line of things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean hard to relate to for many of us I imagine, but it's an interesting thing. I always kind of like I'm not sure no one's ever really brought me up on this, but I always kind of feel bad for like nepotism kids and like people that are born into a super rich family that have their whole life set out for them. And it sounds stupid saying that. Um, and you've probably heard me talk about the spiel before, but feel bad for them because they're never actually going to be able to succeed or accomplish anything when everything's already been like. What is there to accomplish when everything's been done for you? Everything in your life has been set up in a way that anything you achieve is essentially meaningless because it has already been achieved by your predecessors. And hence you see so many people that are like born from super rich or famous kids. They're usually very messed up in a lot of cases. Because it's like your reward system. Like, what do you do as a job? What's fulfilling? It's probably a reason they do like the Epstein stuff as well. Like, what more fun is there to have that hasn't already been had? In their perspective, this is of course obviously what other hobbies and extreme things are there to do when I can buy and achieve anything because I'm rich and famous and everything's in my palm of my hand? Like, you've got to go for that batshit insane psycho type of stuff to get any kind of kick from life. So I feel bad for them in that sense. I mean, obviously you don't in the sense they rinse out for them, but it's kind of similar here, I guess. It's like he's handsome, he's rich, and he is going to be used. He is a trophy, as he kind of says here. He is a bit of a status piece of like, as a woman, I imagine it's very tempting to just want to like marry a super rich man and have your whole life kind of set out for you. And he doesn't get viewed as a person in that sense. Like I said earlier, like I said all that about those like rich people. It's also the case that us kind of normal working lower class, middle class people view these people with a lot of disdain because of what they got from birth that they had nothing to do with. I guess that's kind of similar for him as well. I mean, he's got that side of things where he's like desperately wanted, but I imagine he probably has a lot of people hate him just for the situation he was born into as well. So it's interesting to think about. Again, hard to relate to. I'm going to try just because that's kind of who I am. It's why I love anime and stories about people and character writing and such. So this is quite promising actually from this show. This is definitely like something, the biggest kind of thing I can kind of latch onto, maybe emotionally so far. Again, it doesn't have to be rateable to be effective, but I think you can try and put yourself in this position, can't you? I mean, I knew guys like this that were just like super handsome. That every girl I liked seemed to like that person, and it's just like you start resenting them a little bit, and you absolutely shouldn't. But I definitely did. Why they always got like my friend? That's why I said earlier about that guy. Like, I'd be annoyed if they kept. Yeah. But as I said, this is definitely the most interesting kind of development so far. I'd say a lot more interesting than the whole kind of second lover. But I guess if he didn't come about, then this might not have came about itself. So yeah, maybe it was a negative towards a positive. Nature's blessing. a lot about this, don't you? I don't know if that's true, but you're speaking a lot of sense here. Looking like some kind of grand master with the women here. Inspirational. Some things are more important. What about my teenage love? Fuck your shop. I need my teenage love. Fortune telling book. Ah, crap. God, the posture. The posture right there. Rental yukata, huh? I imagine that's quite expensive. Because you've got to clean it properly afterwards. Insurance on it as well for like stains and yeah, I imagine you got quite a good bit of money doing that actually. Look at these girls, bro. They look like seductresses out of hell. Like succubi. What are these girls planning on doing to me? Didn't ever send it, did he? That's the thing. You can understand that. I can understand people might get annoyed at that, but you can understand because he thought about sending it so much, he thought he did. I've definitely done things similar to that. Like when you think about it so much, you forget to actually do it, but because you thought about it so much, you think you did. Bloody hell, she's been on a non-stop run from midday till dusk, bro. I wouldn't let her wear that UCAT now. Get all sweaty. Better late than never, I guess. I don't know. At this point, I would kind of be like, might be best not to send it. Might just feel like I'm taking the piss if I'm sending it while it's ongoing. If you know what I'm saying, like. Now you ask me. But I guess better late than never. Like, suck you by. A bug. See, what would you be saying right now, girl, if a guy came up to you and started touching you like that? You'd probably scream. Tadashi type data. I don't recognize that. Some kind of Disney thing. We literally just spoke about that. Just to run away. I can't believe she's still running. What? Must have been like 6 hours at this point. Yeah, for real. That would suck, wouldn't it, if you did turn up and with someone else like that? Oh, it would absolutely sink. Just the complete opposite of what he's had to experience, isn't it? The ghostly breeze. Okay. That was a lot to wear out right there. But yeah. That was a lot. Yeah, I guess, essentially. Yes. I mean, I said this throughout the first episode, but women with that haircut, and if they suit it, it is one of like the best looking haircuts a woman can have. I think. I don't give a damn if you think it's masculine or whatever. I've known a couple of women who've had a similar haircut in my life, and there's one of their best looks. If anything, more women should have this haircut. A kiss on the neck. Old school right here. Kiss on the kiss on the hand. Really nice soundtrack playing right now. Ah, really? This is like the perfect place to have a first kiss. Do you think of a better place to have a first kiss? Mine was very much not romantic. Actually, I don't know. I kind of, my memory's really bad with that. I don't know which. I have one that was a really nice one, and one that wasn't. But you only have one first kiss, but I'm not sure which one came first, to be honest. That was a nice scene. That, like I said, some of the best character work we've had today from the series regarding his character. I think this was a nice little payoff at the end here. I guess we kind of forgot about the whole. Well, I say forgot. I guess it was as expected. Just completely got over the potential love interest as you knew. It might be the nicest photo yet. But yeah, nice episode. Probably the best episode yet, I'd say. Like I said, in terms of like the character development, definitely the best stuff we've got. Again, it still wasn't like extremely good or anything, but it was good. It was well done, and it led to this really nice moment at the end here, which was again had a really nice soundtrack behind it, animated really nicely. The feelings were. I'm not majorly invested in these, so I can't argue, guys. So it didn't feel like really fulfilling, but it felt fulfilling seeing them kind of finally reveal pretty much everything to each other. Yeah, good episode. Definitely the best one yet, I think. It definitely does feel a bit fast in terms of that, doesn't it? But I guess it's better, actually better than the alternative. Like, I mean, I say that the alternative, if it taken it slower, if it was better written, it would have been better. But as I said, everybody knew what was going to happen with this whole potential romantic interest new Prince guy. So I'm personally kind of glad they did go very fast with it and just pretty much decided to just like skip the usual with that type of character, or the playing around, or the will they, won't they, blah blah blah. They kind of just cut all that out, which I think is a good thing. I do kind of feel like, why even bother introducing them if you are gonna kind of half-heartedly do that kind of thing. However, again, I'm glad they did do it like they did today, and just kind of have him during like maybe a 30-second segment of the episode and just kind of forget about his character for the rest of it. Maybe he might come back up in future episodes, but hopefully his stay is as short-lived as it was in this episode. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, definitely the best episode of the series yet. I like to look into. I still haven't got the character names down, so apologies. But yeah, interesting looking into his life and his character. Again, it's always going to be hard to relate and fully understand what it's going to be like, just because just never going to be in this position. But for what we can like think about, yeah, it was really interesting. Some nice scenes towards the end here. Again, the production, everything was absolutely great. The song was amazing. Again, the vibes. As I said, just like I'm not majorly invested in these two, as I am with like. Even that being said, like it was still a nice scene, but it just didn't feel maybe as fulfilling as maybe big time fans of the series, or people that are like majorly invested in these characters, that like that people that loved this show before this. Probably like this was probably like absolutely amazing. It was really good for me, don't get me wrong, but just because I'm not as invested in this kind of couple, it was yeah, it was really good, but not like incredible, if you know what I'm saying. In terms of like not a logical critique standpoint, but more of like a personal kind of like favorite standpoint. I'm really messed up what I'm trying to say here, but like a kind of personal taste type deal. Like I can accept that this was like really well done, but like personally, it didn't affect me as much as it maybe affected other viewers because I'm not as invested. But yeah, still a great episode. Like I said, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comment section. Though, make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. It'd be very interesting to see what it does from here, considering this took the bold move of them kind of confessing a bit to each other like properly now. Will things majorly change from here on? You'd expect so after the events of this episode. It wouldn't be also surprising if they don't, considering some of the previous romance anime I've seen like do stuff similar to this and then kind of revert back to how it was prior episodes. I doubt that'll be the case here. I'm hoping that won't be the case here, but you never know. We'll see. As I said, it'll be interesting to see where they pick up from. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Let me know you guys thought in the comments, and have a good rest of your day, guys.